Hey guys, so we are doing a makeup tutorial today, and if you've stumbled across this video by accident and you're new to my channel, all the products that I have on so far will be listed in the description box as always. And I do that because there are certain things that I think are boring to watch people put on, like foundation and contour and powder and stuff like that, so I apply all that ahead of time, and I always start with blush. So for blush today, I'm going to use my LipSmacker Jelly Burst Lip and Cheek Tint as my blush, and this can get messy. Um, it's at Target, and there's two shades. This is the red one called Apple. So what I usually do is I very carefully take the cover off and I grab a tissue. By some miracle, I dropped it and it did not get on my shirt or on my pants, shorts, whatever, my legs, nothing. I can't believe it. Man, that's beyond lucky. That is wonderful. And I left that in there to show that when I do my edits, I only edit certain things out because I like to make my videos realistic and show that I'm human, because a lot of people edit out every little thing that's not perfect, but accidents happen. So anyways, yeah, be careful with this. I can't believe I dropped that. Of all the things to drop. So this is a nice thing to use in the summer because it has like a cooling effect. And what I like to do is just do like one press on my skin and then blend it upward and outward, because this is very intense. So it's very easy to go from pretty to clown territory very easily. But what I was trying to say is, use a tissue to handle this. It's got this little cap that goes on top. I do like these, but man, they are messy. And this is only like, I think they're like $5, but yeah, it is messy, but it's pretty. Okay, so the next step is going to be to prime my eyes. Now, while I'm doing that, I can tell you now why I'm calling this makeup tutorial Brandy Rose. If you, this is my Morphe Solo Artist Priming Cream Eyeshadow in the shade Debut, and this is a Sephora Pro Brush in number 57. If you saw yesterday's video, then you know already that I am really into making my own eyeshadows now. And the eyeshadow that I'm going to use in today's video is my first special eyeshadow. You know how when you buy certain brands of palettes, they'll have like their special shades, and they always say that the palette costs more because it costs more to make those special shades. Well, this is my first special shade, except for it wasn't planned and it wasn't like strategized or anything. What happened was a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I was sent some mica pigments from the company Just Pigments, which is at justpigments.com. And I decided I was going to press some of them, except I didn't know what I was doing. So the reason why I keep putting more and more of this is I'm trying to get right down near my lash line. So anyways, I didn't know what I was doing, so I just pressed them with some alcohol, not realizing that I needed a binder and probably some other things too. So I put them in the palette and they were so pretty. And then the first time I set the palette down while it was closed, I opened it back up and they went all over each other because I didn't do it right. So in yesterday's video, I explained what happened, but I didn't really explain it. So that's what happened anyway. So I've gotten into pressing mica pigments the right way using a lot of ingredients, not just alcohol. And so when that accident happened, there was no way I could fix them because they had all gone all over each other inside the palette. So basically, I just dumped everything into a big container and then shook it to mix it up. And what you are about to see today is all 9 of those eyeshadows or pigments mixed together. So that's why it's a special eyeshadow, because it's like 9 different, I think they were all duochromes. And I deleted that video because I didn't want anybody else to try making eyeshadows that way, because I had done a video explaining about how I had pressed these mica pigments into eyeshadows. And so I deleted the video, but I wish that I had written down exactly what pigments they were so that I could tell you which 9 pigments make the color I'm going to show you, because it's a beautiful color. So that's why the name of this video is Brandy Rose, because to me, that's what I'm naming my special eyeshadow that I made. All right, so let's get started because I have to put some other eyeshadows down before I put my special shade on. So I'm going to start with a couple of MAC shadows. So let me see, which brush do I want to use? I want to use a fluffy blending brush. This is MAC Wedge. And yeah, this is what we're going to start with. So I have been having a blast doing this, guys. This is, like I said in yesterday's video, the most fun that I've had with makeup in a long time, because I'm still trying to perfect my formula. I'm not convinced that what I have done so far is any good. I'm trying different ingredients, I'm trying different methods, I'm trying different amounts. And until I'll know when it's right, because I'll be able to tell by like the texture. And this special one that I made, I'm not confident in the texture because it looks like if you jostled it too much, it could fall apart. I don't know. I pressed it and pressed it and pressed it, but it doesn't seem or look solid enough to me. And I want it to be something that's not going to fall apart. I always have to put more eyeshadow on this side. Because this side of my face droops a little bit from having a stroke. Yes, I am the luckiest person in the world that I don't have any serious repercussions from that. I mean, I have some, but I'm not going to talk about them. I don't want to make it sound like I'm feeling sorry for myself, but I did have repercussions, but it could be so much worse. All right, so is that good enough? Yeah, that's enough wedge, I would say. Now let's put that aside so that I don't drop that, and then put my palette aside. Okay, so the next one I'm going to use is in a pot. And this is called Uninterrupted. And by the way, I buy all my MAC eyeshadows at cosmetic company store because they're only $5. And you never know what you're going to find. It's not like you can walk in there and say, "Oh yeah, I want this, that, and the other thing." You have to pick from what they have. But I'm fine with that because it makes it even more fun because you don't know what kind of treasures you will have. So Uninterrupted is way more pigmented than Wedge is. So I'm going to put this in the outer part. And both of these, Wedge is pretty neutral, but this is warmer and way more pigmented. And I want to get right down in that corner. And blend. Certain parts of my eye skin, the shadows adhere to, and then certain parts they don't adhere as well. So you can see like the outer part of my lid, it's clinging fine, but then when I go over further into the other section of my eye, it doesn't want to adhere. All right, should I try a different kind of brush? This is a shader brush, but it also blends really well. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that was a good idea. See, I wouldn't normally think to use a shader brush, so we're finding out together. That blended that out nicely. Okay, so let's do one eye at a time. So that way I can show you my special shade. Does anybody remember Billion Dollar Beauty? I saw the stuff at Marshall's not too long ago, like a couple weeks ago. And they used to sell this brand at Walmart. No, I'm sorry, Target. And they had this nice case that you could put makeup in, and it has a mirror, so it's great for travel. But anyways, are you ready? Here's my Brandy Rose eyeshadow that I made from all my, well, not all, but 9 mica pigments that Just Pigments sent me. But isn't that the best color? It's so pretty. So it was like a happy accident because I never would have um, gotten this and decided to press it and everything if that hadn't happened. But it's, yeah, Brandy Rose is just an excellent description, I think. There it is. Okay. And guess what? It's look, when I just did that, it started to fall apart in the pan. So yeah, this mental note to self, this was not the best formula. But it is the prettiest eyeshadow. Oh gosh, you guys. Look at that. Oh, that is spectacular. I love it. Okay. Um, I'm going to shut off the camera, play catch up, and then we'll keep going. Yeah, it's definitely falling apart. That's why I put it in a separate container. I had a feeling that was going to happen. So that formula didn't work out, but I can tweak it. I can just scrape it out of the pan, try a different formula as far as like, adding some things to it, mix it up. repress it. Okay, so I thought with these colors, oh my God, that color is so pretty. I thought with these colors that this eyeliner would look nice. It's the Revlon Colorstay Multiplayer Liquid Glide Eye Pencil, and it's like a khaki green. Yeah, I thought that would look good with these colors. Yeah, okay. Love these eyeliners. I know you're probably sick of me using them all the time, but when you find something that good, you just want to keep using it and keep using it. Okay, so let's curl my lashes. And you know what? Nobody wants to sit there and watch me do this, so why don't I finish curling my lashes, apply my Essence Lash Princess Waterproof Mascara, and be right back. Okay, so if I ever win the lottery and start my own makeup company, this is going to be my first eyeshadow that I release with my company, Brandy Rose. Oh my God, you guys love this so much. Okay, let's do the lips. So if you know me, then you probably have an idea where I'm going next with the lips because I like to match my blush with my lip products. So we're going to use Revlon Colorstay Longwear Lip Liner in the shade Red. They're not very imaginative with their names, but you know what? I kind of like that because then you know what you're getting. Because how many makeup brands call their lip liners something that doesn't give you any idea at all about the description of the liners? So I'm fine with that, Revlon. Yeah, I like that. I like to know what I'm getting. That's why I'm calling this eyeshadow Brandy Rose, because it tells you exactly what color it is. I think this would be a big hit if I ever were able to start a makeup brand. Oh my God, that would be so awesome. That would be living the dream, huh? All right, so for the lip product, I'm going to use e.l.f. Lip Lacquer in the shade Cherry Bomb. These are so nice, you guys, and they're so inexpensive. If you've never tried them, they're dirt cheap, but what a great product. I like them because they're not like wham in your face. The color payoff is just right. It's not too much, you know? So yeah, Cherry Bomb, e.l.f. Lip Lacquer. Very nice. And I think I like the red lip with this eye. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel when you do. And subscribe if you like what you see. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.